Hey everyone, and a huge welcome to all the 8th class students tuning in to today's explainer. I am so excited to have you here. Today, we're going to dive into a truly fascinating mathematical topic from Chapter 1. We're going to be talking about a special, kind of secret pattern hiding right inside square numbers. So if you've ever felt like multiplying big numbers is, well, just way too much work, you are going to absolutely love this. Now, I want you to really think about this for a second. Can we find the square of a number without multiplying it directly? Is there some sort of secret trick to just completely bypass all that tedious multiplication? Well, the answer is absolutely yes. And today, we are going to unlock that secret together. Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll uncover the hidden square pattern. Then, we'll look at adding up odd numbers. After that, we'll figure out why does this work. Next, we'll put it into practice with some real-life mental math. And finally, we'll wrap up with a quick revision and exam prep. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the hidden square pattern. Get your detective hats on because we need to find some clues. Let's observe this pattern step by step. Okay, so 1 squared is 1. We all know that. Now, 2 squared is 4, right? But wait, look at the parentheses. 4 is also just 1 plus 3. Moving on, 3 squared is 9, which is 1 plus 3 plus 5. 4 squared is 16, which is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. And 5 squared is 25, which is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. Do you notice something amazing happening here? Every single time we build a new square, we're literally just adding the next odd number to the sequence. Now, just to make sure we're all on exactly the same page, let's quickly review. What are odd numbers? Odd numbers are simply numbers that are not divisible by 2. So, examples would be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and so on. These odd numbers, they're essentially our secret building blocks for squares. Remember that, it's absolutely crucial. Moving smoothly into Section 2, adding up odd numbers. Let's see how to calculate squares easily using this trick. Watch how simple this is in practice. Let's say we want to find 6 squared. Step 1, we just start right where we left off, which is 5 squared, or 25. Step 2, we find the very next odd number after 9, which of course is 11. Step 3, we just add them together. 25 plus 11 equals 36. So there you have it. 6 squared is 36. Honestly, see how much easier that addition is compared to multiplying it out? Let's keep that momentum going. How about 7 squared? Step 1, start at our previous answer, which was 6 squared or 36. Step 2, add the next odd number. Well, after 11 comes 13. Step 3, simply add 36 plus 13 and, you guessed it, that equals 49. So 7 squared is 49. It's like magic, but it works every single time. Okay, let's do one more, just to celebrate our new math skill. To find 8 squared, we continue from 49. The next odd number after 13 is 15. We add 49 plus 15, and boom, we get exactly 64, which means 8 squared is 64. We just discovered 3 square numbers using nothing but simple addition. Seriously, give yourselves a pat on the back for that. All right, Section 3, why does this work? Let's dig into the logic behind it, because in math, we don't just memorize tricks, we prove why they're undeniably true. Let's look really carefully at this table. We have our squares on the left and their values in the middle, but I want you to slowly guide your eyes over to the difference column on the right. If we take 2 consecutive squares, meaning one right after the other, and subtract them, what happens? Look at this. 4 minus 1 is 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. 16 minus 9 is 7. 25 minus 16 is 9. Look closely at those answers. 3, 5, 7, 9. By subtracting consecutive squares, we perfectly create the odd number sequence. That is the secret engine making this whole pattern tick. And, this brilliantly illustrates a very important rule from your textbook. Read it with me. The sum of the first n odd numbers is equal to n squared. This foundational idea is exactly why adding the next odd number will always, without fail, generate the next square. It is for sure one of the most important concepts in this entire chapter. Moving to Section 4, Real-Life Mental Math. Get ready to unlock a real mental math superpower. So, picture this. Suppose you already know that 10 squared equals 100. That's an easy one. But suddenly, out of nowhere, you need to find 11 squared in your head, and you have absolutely zero paper. What do? Well, you simply add the next odd number. To get to 10 squared, the last odd number we would have added in our sequence is 19. So what's the next odd number after 19? It's 21. Okay, so what do we get when we add 121? We get 121. No way, right? You literally just calculated 11 squared in your head in seconds. 100 plus 21 is 121. No paper, no long multiplication, just pure, simple logic. Let's do it again really fast. Let's find 12 squared. We take our last answer, 121, and add the next odd number, which is 23. 121 plus 23 equals 144. So 12 squared is 144, see? This technique makes doing math so much faster and honestly kind of fun, doesn't it?
Which brings us to our final checkpoint, Section 5, Quick Revision and Exam Prep. Let's make sure you're totally prepared for your exams.
All right, here are your 3 golden rules to lock in. Number 1, square numbers can be formed by adding consecutive odd numbers. Number 2, the difference between 2 consecutive square numbers is always an odd number. And number 3, this method is incredibly useful for mental calculations. If you just remember these 3 checkboxes, you are going to be in great shape.
Here are some practice questions straight out of the textbook. I highly encourage you to write these down and try them on your own after this explainer is over. Actually finding 9 squared, 10 squared, and 12 squared using the pattern yourself will really help reinforce this new method in your brain. And finally, I want to highlight this exact model answer for your tests. If you see the question, how can you find square numbers using odd numbers? This right here is exactly how you should answer. Write down, a square number can be obtained by adding consecutive odd numbers. And always provide a quick example, like 1 plus 3 equals 4, which is 2 squared. If you write this down, you will completely ace this topic on any exam. So we have totally mastered building a square using odd numbers. But that kind of leaves a huge question, doesn't it? If we know how to build a square, how do we reverse it? How do we find its root? Well, that is exactly what we are going to uncover in our next explainer, when we talk all about square roots. Thank you so much for learning with me today, 8th class students, and keep practicing that mental math. Catch you next time.